Gray skies hanging the sun on a fine wine, cutting me down.
When I first saw the title Kabul Blues, I was like, what's this about? Afghanistan song? What's again? Oh, you.
So, yeah, me again. So, when I wrote that, again, it was one of those earlier songs. When I wrote that, it was just meant to be sort of a bluesy guitar exercise with sort of an Middle Eastern feel.
Yeah, there's
to
some
it.
twangy sort of
Yeah.
strings in there that sound Middle Eastern.
Right, and then add LSD on top of that. So I wanted it to be really trippy. It wasn't LSD that was the influence, but I had other influences that I wanted to get all these cool sounds, really great headphone stuff, and that became more rhythmic. And then Andy put on a great, again, in service of the song, a very simple but effective bass character on it, and lived with it that way as an instrumental for a while. Then Maya did her vocal on it, and I edited the solo so that rather than going through the whole song, it came in at other spots that were more sensitive to the vocal. But well, you can take it from there.
It's one of my favorites.
Before you put your vocals on it, going back to the bass line, Alex had a rhythmic part that was like boom, da boom, boom, and I could hear this pulsing thing going on. So I tried to pretend that I was Tony Levin playing the stick, tuned it down to a low C, and just like that was inspiration enough just to make a rhythmic line and create this little backdrop behind these crazy psychedelic guitars, just to underplay and just do a brush, and I think that gave room maybe for
It really punched through, and I love this song. It's one of my favorites, just the textures and the instrumentation, and it turned out really, really
Did
cool.
you zap yourself to Afghanistan?
Yeah, well, we had a Zoom call because I wanted to ask him what was the inspiration before I started writing lyrics, and you know, he told me about being, because you've been to Kabul.
No, I haven't, but in my mind I was.
In your mind you were in Kabul.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he told me about this amazing trip to Kabul in his mind, and it was great inspiration.
Yeah, and it became very topical. By the time we'd finished it, the growing mess in Kabul had come to a head. But I think Maya's vocal on it is I don't know, it's really sexy for that kind of song, for those sort of lyrics. There's something about it that is like that.
Yeah.
And I would say it's sexy more than it is sensual.
Yeah.
Here's another observation I'll make. The record is very complex, but the playing is often very restrained.
That's
hard.
That's a hard thing to do, but that's the goal, always.
Now I know that everything you said was just a